Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Rome 2 siege battle for you today, and we have a glorious 3v2. So we're going to see whether it is possible to do well in a 3v2 scenario in a Rome 2 siege battle. This will be certainly very interesting. I've always kind of thought it myself. We always do it in Attila from time to time, and it sometimes turns out quite well, having like 3v2s or 4v3s. So let's see whether it can work in Rome 2. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing Rome 2 on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, guys, it's very, very much appreciated. And yet, we are straight into the battle. We have some Club Levy fighting out here on the wall against some Bactrian Hillmen. We've got the battle of the crap units going on, but until some Thorax swords coming in here, and they are certainly a bit better than these guys. I mean, probably some of them, in my opinion, some of the less effective, very heavy infantry. They are certainly still very, very good. But yes, the sides here today, we have Epirus and we have Swabia, and they are defending against Egypt, Bactria, and Seleucid. So a bit of a successor kingdom alliance going on over here. And yeah, it seems as though obviously Seleucid, being like the extra army, is just landing and just having no problem. So we've got a lot of hillmen. This is an army filled with hillmen, I just realized. I guess that's kind of just for balancing sakes. Just like they were like, oh, I'll bring like a really weak army maybe. They got javelins and archers. Yeah, they brought like it's an awful army, and then Hellenic cataphracts. So it seems as though Egypt and also Bactria will be the armies to worry about. So yeah, we've got things like Galatian Royal Guard, Thorax swords, plenty of Thorax pikemen. Yes, a lot of Thorax units here. Elite Persian archers. But yeah, as you can see here, look at like Bactria just pouring the troops onto the wall here. I mean, I think this is a little bit overkill. I mean, they don't want to be putting too many men on this wall here. Cimbri bowwomen getting some shots off here. But yeah, I mean, Bactrian Hillmen going to get focused down here. The Club Levy just needs to be put in place to slow these guys down. I mean, even still, like the gate way is actually open. They like Bactria could just bring troops off. Like if they wanted to. They don't need to actually kill this Club Levy unit entirely. They force them away from the gate. Yes, if you want to get involved in some Rome 2 action, or you just want to send in some of your own Rome 2 replays that may then feature on the channel, just join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. And yeah, you are more than welcome to join. It would be great to have you guys along and involved in a great community. Some very nice kills going on over here. But yes, as you can see, I mean, they're just relentlessly focusing these units down over here. I mean, Bactrian Hillmen, though, still looking okay. They're not losing decisively, any of these units. I mean, Thorax here taking a lot of casualties. Thorax here, 113. I think this is the unit that's getting focused down a lot. Also, they're trying to just force their way through. Oh, big hit there on their own troops in the Club Levy there. I mean, that was a better hit, but still. Who's firing that? Oh, it's actually Swaby. He's got his Bastion Blister just here. Looks like he's just rebounding off the walls. At least I think it's Swaby. Could be Epirus. No, Epirus is definitely not doing it. But you can see here, we now have Bactria finally waking up and realizing he needs to land troops just elsewhere. He can't just have his entire army on that one wall. He's now got troops coming off there. We also have Seleucids going through the gate and also getting off the walls here. And yeah, they have captured the gate. And Egypt has now got his light cav inside. He brought a bunch of light cav. Really, really bizarre. And he's bringing the rest of his Thorax through this gate as well. This is a really bizarre siege. It's how it started off just really bizarrely with the builds and also just some of the tactics. Very, very bizarre. We actually got Cizincav all the way back here for Bactria as well. He has actually got his troops very in deep. But as you can see here, because it's obviously 3v2, you can see Epirus playing really defensive already in the main cap point. They have Etruscan hoplites here. They have mercenary Italian swords as well. They are dug in deep. Yeah, we have Club Levy. Look what they've putting more club levy onto the wall, perhaps. Illyrian levies as well, getting ready. The Illyrian levies maybe going down on against Thorax. I mean, if they just hold that choke point, they can just focus units down, make it easier. They need to get their own cav in there, their own archers. Sorry, they need to get them inside, to the attackers. The Bactrian guard that are now coming in. I mean, they look like they're being shot at. They're down to 73. The club levy on the wall have been killed off. So some developments being made. But yeah, it just seems there's a Illyrian levy unit here. Actually, no, this is club levy here. That's on the wall and it's losing. Yeah, decisively. No surprise there. We're now seeing Bactria and Thorax going against the Illyrian levies. This will be a victory for Bactria, you imagine. Can't see how these levies will hold back these far more elite troops. Plenty of arrows going in right now. I mean, who's this by the Kimberly bowwomen? They're just focusing down this poor Thorax sword here. I mean, if these club levy to really work, they need to be gold chevron, triple gold chevron. That's the strat. Everyone knows it. Also, usually, if it's a 3v2, you do need to kind of give the defenders a little bit more money. Not knowing if they actually have like extra funds. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, there's a lot of like cheaper units here for Swaby. I mean, it's a good faction to bring for a 3v2 scenario because you can bring a lot of troops usually for a cheap amount of money. Empress is an interesting one, but they've got some pretty good troops as well. See, Thorax swords are losing decisively. They are getting focused on this Bloodspawn is in here holding the line, is doing the job. Along with the Illyrian levies. Cut them down, boys. Cut them down. Yeah, they've broken one Thorax, I think, maybe. Well, not broken it, but basically made it redundant. And we've got Swordmasters in there now. I mean, these guys are going to win decisively. They're cutting down everything here. I mean, if these Kimberly bowwomen know anything, they should really start focusing down the Thorax, the fresh ones. Just keep focusing them down. Loads of Hillmen over here. I don't know what these guys are gonna do. I mean, it's a cap point here for them to capture. They're just moving up in a horde, in one big horde. Yeah, they have got a few spots they could attack. The Thoros Spears over here, and yeah, Royal Peltas. They could go in here, or they could go up this slope here and attack and try and help their allies out. They've got a few options. But this is where the fighting is fiercest. I mean, the club levy on the wall as well has won. So they cleared everything that the attackers threw on the wall. Yeah, this is a fierce, fierce fight down here. And it seems as though they're cycling out units here, Swaby. So they're bringing out their Swordmasters, then they're setting in the Bloodspawn, trying to get a charge, like a bit of a charge bonus there. The Illyrian levies are not enjoying that fight. They are still losing. But maybe this sort of like this like cycling will work. Who knows? But the artillery now firing down the street here. This is looking like it's Empress's artillery, wherever it is. Yeah, all the way back here. Empress's artillery. Then it's firing at this horde of Hillmen. I honestly think, I don't know what the Seleucid player is doing, but this is just a horde of Hillmen. And they're charging to their deaths. I think that's the plan. I mean, they're going to get support from Egypt here, who's already thrown in some Thorax. I mean, they are engaging Kimberly bowwomen here. I think they might be out of ammo. They didn't seem like they used a lot of it. They are getting focused down here on the Thorax swords by probably another, oh no, by Cretans up here on the wall. Yeah, the Kimby bow women, they get their spears out. They do what they can. I think they are still losing anyway. I think both sides are losing here. But that is how war goes. Neither side is really a winner. It's only ever losers in war.
By your command. Yes, Commander.
Yeah, here you go. You can see the defenders on a mass retreat now. We have had a bit of a charge out here as well from Egypt. They charged in the cavalry. A light cav here going in. What do they charge into? Throw spears? It's not a good one to charge into. A spear there. They also can throw javies. They can probably just rip apart those light cav. Yeah, thorax swords here. They've been broken. Now we're seeing fresh Bactrians going up. They're trying to hold. I mean, they're just throwing in the Illyrian levies to hold these guys back. They are probably their weakest troops that they have. Ensuring everything else gets back. But I mean, they've got plenty in reserve. They've got Samurai Warriors. We've got Hellenic Royal Cav. I don't know why they brought that. Not like a, I don't know, Royal Peltas General. Take aim! And we've got plenty of archers with lots of ammo. Swordmasters as well, galore. Didn't bring any pikes. This is my only worry. I'm seeing a lack of pikes. Yeah, just gonna hop. Yeah, no real pikes here at all. And I know Bactria has thorax pikemen, which I think are just about to come in. On the Bactrian Royal Guard, Yeah, the thorax pikes have just made it in. So that is not a good sign. Like, and they've got nothing to counter those pikes unless they use their archers, which I guess they could do. There you go. You can see here all the Illyrian levies getting broken. There's a fresh one here actually. Still fighting on. They can throw these Bloodsworn in. I mean, they might as well. They get focused down. This light infantry really does. It's hit so hard by javelins. Absolute bloodbath down here. Absolute bloodbath. In go the Swordmasters doing their bit. Oh, it's a spear wall, in fact, not a Swordmaster, but a spear wall going in. I mean, that could certainly slow down the enemy. We've got a Bloodsworn in there. Yeah, spear wall setting up. The Bloodsworn, the spear wall, sorry, just did form like a testudo or like a spear wall. They could certainly slow this unit down. These units down. They could just they can get the archers up here, focus them down. We've got Germanic slingers here, which I didn't even realize, which have been left on their own on the by the way, on this wall here. Germanic slingers, and they can just fire into the flank of everything going on down there. You can see the mess that is that front line, and they can just fire freely into the sides of these thorax swords. Ridiculous. Over here, we're seeing Seleucid finally into some action. And these hillmen are just getting focused on. I honestly wouldn't even bother killing them with Rhodian slingers, Epirus. I just leave them. Leave them to run against the spears, the Royal Peltas and the Thoros spears. They're going to get killed anyway. Royal Peltas wouldn't let these guys through. You see it already starting to waver over here, these units, and it's no surprise. If I was a hillman and I saw like a Royal Peltas ahead of me, I'm like, well, why would I fight? Why would I fight you? I'm running. I'm going home to my family. I'm not quite sure what Sweby's doing. He keeps retreating his his spears out. I don't know if this spear will really get a great charge. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's see, yeah. Let's have a look at his charge bonus for the spear wall. He got 40 kills. Charge bonus 23. I mean, what's the other unit here? We've got Bloodsworn. Bloodsworn have a charge bonus of 33. So again, a bit better, but nothing insane. I mean, both these units are actually, I mean, there's actually nothing here stopping Seleucus. He should just move on. He needs to just carry on attacking. Got mercenary Italian swords getting ready. I mean, I've just put him in the choke point. I would not even try and go down here. It's a bit of a mess down here now. Just retreat and hold this choke point. Just hold the choke point. But yeah, as you can see here, Hillman getting cleared out. I mean, let me have a look at these kills. 220 already for those Royal Peltasts. No surprise, they've cut down so many guys. Yeah, Hillman there, break, and now the now Empress waits for the next wave. There's another 4 units down here. I mean, these are all re-rallied, so they're not going to be effective, but send them back in. It's more meant to be butchered by Epirus, that's for sure. These guys are exhausted. They've been running the entire time. Just give them a break. Slow them down. Thorax Pikes back here are very tired as well. Yeah, they need to start using their archers. I've barely seen any of the attackers use like range units so far. Don't know what they're doing. Also, like, there's just a bunch of units out here, like the Hellenic Cataphracts and the Javies of just left out there. Yeah, not entirely sure what Seleucus was doing. But here you go. We're finally seeing those Germanic slingers getting taken out. They are being actually finally dealt with by the Bactrian players, and some Thorax going to take them out, which is more than enough to kill these slingers. Yeah, they're just getting butchered. These poor guys, the little sword and shield, just no match to the armored Thorax. There you go, they're broken. But it seems as though the only fighting going on is really the Spear Wall, which I'm surprised is, like I said, down here. I'm pretty sure Spear Wall has pretty good, like, let's have a look at the stats. Yeah, I mean, they've got good armor, good melee defense, like 81. Like, if you put these guys in a shield wall, like, they are gonna just hold for ages. Instead, he's using them really aggressively. Which, I mean, he's got some kills from it, granted, but would it be better just... Would he get more kills from playing defensive with them, playing to their strengths? Maybe. There you go, you got the General Bactria coming in. He's like, fine, I'm gonna have to come do it myself. Gonna have to kill these goddamn Spear Wall troops. Yeah, I mean, Bactria's looking pretty low on troops in this flank anyway. And we're seeing, looks like we have seen another assault here from the Seleucids. They sent in more troops and they all died on those Thoros spear heads. Yeah, it's not looking good. Cavalry over here as well coming around, light cav, looking to see where there's a way through. There is not. There is only Etruscan hoplites and Italian swords waiting for them. I mean, this would have been an easy, like, mopped up battle, I feel, if Seleucus brings a proper army, because Seleucus has got a great roster, one of the best rosters probably in Rome 2, but unfortunately, they did not. They just brought just like this random army of all hillmen. I also feel like if Bactria and Egypt didn't attack in massive blobs, so they may have done a bit better. But yes. There you go, they've defeated the Hillmen. No surprise there, they should have done. And we got, yeah, the Italian swords chasing them down. I mean, they could maybe take the fight to them if they took some pretty good Hillmen down here and some more infantry, like just some decent swords. Sorry, just like you could probably take the fight to the Hillmen, and then you could probably like set another unit up here. And they're probably like just to block Bactria off, and you could do it maybe. What else do they got down here? Thorax swords of Egypt, maybe. They've got the flank with the Korean archers, which is always important. Can we bow them in as well? Still doing stuff. They're firing at something. I mean, they need to hold their fire. They haven't really got a great angle. Yeah, no, they're just patiently waiting over here. It seems like this is the main area of interest now. A lot of Egyptian thorax set up over here, and the Galatians, I think, are over here as well. Yep. And we've also got all the pikes and all the Bactrian royal guard here as well. So yeah, that is where it seems to be mainly focusing. Now it seems to bring in his javies and things like that, and archers. Hellenic cataphracts here. But yeah, I'm guessing the Seleucids just decided, you know what, I'll have a bit of a meme game because it's a 3v2, and I kind of want to make it just kind of interesting, which I get. I fully get that. Hellenic cataphracts just chilling at the side. And if that's the case, then fair play to making it like a fairish fight and not just like a, oh, we'll just absolutely crush these guys. Yeah, you can see here, Hillman being broken. We're now seeing a torrent of Bactrian infantry here going in. I feel like, again, this is not a good idea. Bactria, you see, has not helped himself, I feel, this game. He's just thrown his infantry in one big wave, and it's certainly not helped him. Like, blobbing into a wall, never a good idea. It just makes big targets for your enemies to fire, like, volley after volley of missiles in there. Whether it's arrows, whether it's javies, whether it's slingshot, does not matter. It'll kill you eventually. And yeah, this is not a good idea, and especially with the towers here. Venice 1 has been destroyed. I'm not entirely sure how they did that. Did they have artillery? Or was that just start destroyed? I don't know. Maybe it does just start destroyed. No, it must have. No, the other one over here is. Well, actually, no, this one's also destroyed as well. So I guess yeah, they start destroyed. But yeah, they have one archer tower here. And they're just going to keep firing in there. I mean, it's not artillery or, like, say, Warhammer 2 artillery, like, archer towers, like, levels. But Rome 2 archer towers are still annoying. You don't want to just, like, leave your troops fighting around them too long. They will bleed you dry. Yeah, like in Attila, for instance, like every arrow in an archer tower was just a kill. It was just a confirmed kill. So you could kill a unit pretty quickly, and they fire like a machine gun. I don't know why they never sorted that out. It was a big complaint with Attila. But look at this mass routing going on right now. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like Bactria may have pulled through. I'm not entirely sure because that unit of Emperor's troops is a long way away. But maybe it's just a couple of them. But anyway, Bactria is starting to break over here. He's losing a lot of troops and they are wavering. Not a good sign here. But yeah, the Javis, the archers and stuff like that, as I expected, they're very light missile. As soon as they got in range, they're just getting focused down by anything on the wall. I mean, I get that, but like certainly these Koreans. I mean, maybe that's what the Koreans are worried about. So there's just like a wall of Rhodian slingers and stuff like that that they just can't deal with. But if that's the case, they should have used their archers earlier. Like you can't go and say that sounds a bit silly, but yeah, like they should have used their archers earlier because then their losses would have been, the walls would have been less, and they just also would have forced like, the defenders back. Yeah, we're seeing Cav now charge into a phalanx of infantry. This is just not going to work. That is not going to work at all. Cav and Spears do not agree. That's another Total War law. That's another bit of Total War law. Cav and Spears cannot agree. They agree if you work them together, not against each other. Just going to hoplites? Yeah, just going to cut these guys down. Yeah, always good to have Cav and Spears working together on a battlefield. Usually in a land battle. Because you charge in your Cav, then send in the Spears, and you pull the Cav out. And it can go elsewhere and do more stuff. You don't want to leave your Cav engaged in combat. Especially if it's nice shock Cav. Talking of nice shock Cav, you've got the Hellenic cataphracts here. They're fighting in the front lines. This is not a scenario you want your shock Cav in, for instance. Just fighting infantry in a siege. Yeah, they combat even. I mean, I doubt they've got that great kills. They need, like, this Hellenic cataphract, yes, 7 kills. Hellenic cataphracts need to be cycling in and out of the fight. Probably doing a lot of rear charges. I mean, they can do a lot of front charges as well. They are cataphracts. They'll crush anything. But yeah, a lot of rear charges and get even more kills. And yeah, and they'll just rack up the kills. They'll do really well. This is not their environment. Not their environment at all. And they're getting jabbed to pieces of this cap. Jeez, some of them are getting really like focused down. But yeah, Swaby constantly doing the cycle charges. I mean, it's working for him in this scenario. I don't know if it would in a... I mean, at some players, they say it works in Rome 2. Some players like do it, and others don't. But yeah, no, I feel like with the quality of like opponents today, it's worked every time. Like, I don't know if it's got them incredible kills, but yeah, the opponents have just not taken advantage of it. Like, I mean, I can see Saluce's reasoning for not playing great, and that's just because he wants to balance it and make it an actual 2v2. But yeah, certainly Bactria and Egypt have not really like punished the defenders a lot. But also, I mean, the defenders also did set up immediately ready for this 3v2. You could see a lot of their troops are still in this citadel, just ready to go. So they were prepared for being pushed back. But I mean, this is Krienne. It's not the easiest city to defend, and certainly, well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. You only have to defend this like one wall here. The back walls usually never attack. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of wittering on. But what I was going to say is look at the bodies up here. Like all of the bodies. A lot of these are Bactrians, by the way. A lot of Bactrians on there. Quite a lot of Illyrians as well, like from Illyrian levies from Epirus. But yeah, they have done a pretty awful job, I think. Not awful, but pretty brutal job here at attacking. I feel like they've butchered it really a bit. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to be polite. No one's did awful. It's always a tough one. It's attacking a city. I never like attacking in Rome 2. I always prefer defending. So I can only give my can only like say to the attackers, well done. It's like not a job I want to be in ever as Rome 2. I never really enjoy attacking on Rome 2. Obviously I'll do it if I have to, but it's never my funnest thing. It's mainly the same in any siege. Then I think a lot of Total War players would say that, but I'm never so sure. I feel like always attacking in the siege is just less fun, but maybe just because there's more risk involved. Oh yeah, Egypt now is pulling through though heavily. Like these guys have just pulled through. That's a full-on. This is a full-on hoplite wall going on here. I mean, you can see these thorax start to die, and rightfully so. Like people do pull-throughs, and I hate it. They do pull-throughs, and they like this unit would not be dying as quickly if it wasn't trying to pull through this unit. I'll just say that, like just in case that unit would not be dying as quickly. It's a spear unit of all things killing it. Yeah, they're both losing, and that's always a good sign of a pull-through. I know in some battles and stuff like that we do see like earlier today in this battle as well we saw like units both losing. That's because of archers or archer towers or stuff like that. But yeah, in that scenario, you can tell that's a pull-through. And people think the pull-throughs are effective. They don't. You lose like an entire unit often. Especially when you're pulling through a full unit of enemies. Like, that's never a good idea. Like, Egypt's just doing it again. You can see this here. Egypt's just doing it again. He's like, you know, I don't even care. I mean, I can see why he doesn't care. It's like, he just got so far to come. But, I mean, at the same time, he is just wasting units. Like, Balance Power is not looking good now. It's not looking good at all. I'm surprised the defenders, by the way, also haven't shifted more troops to the other choke points. They've actually just left most of their troops here. They're just going to allow Epirus to hold on with a couple of units of infantry and some archers. I mean, Egypt is kind of just like killing himself off anyway. It doesn't really matter. These Etruscan hoplites here just probably getting so many kills. At least 100 or so kills, probably more. And yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Never pulled through. Never pulled through. They've just lost two like fresh thorax there for that. To no gain. I don't know why they just didn't bring up their like. Yeah, we're now actually seeing Swaby sally out of their citadel, which is cool. We're gonna see a little. It's not really a sally out because they're not actually selling outside the settlement. A little offensive. Now seeing some hoplites come up. See these guys, if they like take on the Etruscan hoplites, like. It's a fight that the Bactrians can win. Yeah, 155 already for those mercenary Etruscans. Doing really well. If you're going to see more Bactrians or Egyptians pull through, that'll only go up. But the pikes, I don't know where the pikes are. I mean, I guess they were just worried about the archers on the wall, but Thorax are pretty armored. But the pikes need to come up. It's the one ace card the attackers have over the defenders. They brought pikes. And pikes are good in Rome 2. You can get like, I've got as many as 1,000 kills with pikes before. I mean, they're not gonna get 1,000 kills in this game because they're not being used and there aren't really enough kills, I don't think, available. Like, they get 1,000 kills with pikes, you need to, I'm pretty sure you need to be using them from the very start. It's not a, use at the very end sort of strategy to get 1,000 kills. But here we go, look at this, Swaby's just getting uncontested here. I mean, I think Bactria is rushing at pikes to try and stop him. He really needs to get these archers out of here, does Egypt, but he's going to just get charged in the moment by Bloodswarm. Yeah, he's actually running now. And I mean, we're going to see, I mean, we should see some encirclement in a moment. We should see, yeah, Bloodswarm going into the back. This is going to cause all sorts of morale stuff. All sorts of issues to the morale. And this is going to be where the battle gets mopped up. You imagine you're going to start to see, like Swaby just mopping up the stragglers down here, really. In comes the Swordmasters. They're just going to surround these guys down here. Galatian Royal Guard are winning. They are making ground, you see. It's just whether they have enough time to get through these guys. I mean, the Samnite Warriors, and yeah, just most Samnites, not a match for the Galatians, that's for sure. We need to see like a general being killed. Like Bactria needs to lose a general. I mean, or Egypt. This is like a mass rout, I feel. For victory for the defenders. I mean, I don't think victory for the attackers is possible, but I mean, it could be. We've seen great comebacks before, but yeah, Egypt looks like he's just, again, trying to force his way through with pull-throughs. Yeah, here you go. Another big pull-through coming through here. Another big pull-through. How do they look for a pull-through? This is what they look like. It's just a mass of infantry. Yeah, losing decisively. These Galatians were doing well as well. It's so annoying. So annoying. But there you go. Big routes go. Oh my gosh, yeah. Thorax actually breaking at 157 men. Jeez. They're breaking from, like, huge army losses here. 77. What's happened? They didn't even lose their general. Yeah, it's army losses. It is. It's just, yeah, it's just army losses. That's what's breaking them. That's the issue for Bactria. Egypt is not being affected by, oh no, it's now being affected by army losses. And that's again because these big pull-throughs. Like, this battle would have gone on another like 5 or so minutes, you would have thought, if they didn't just do pull-throughs. And there you go. And it looks like the 2 is going to beat the 3. I mean, there were obviously massive factors for the reason that they have won, but who cares? You don't often see this happen many times, like 3v2s, and the 2 coming out victorious. And Ptolemaic Cavalry going to get beaten, and there you go. That's going to be army losses. And it also looks like, yeah, the general's breaking as well. That's never a good sign. And there you go, a close victory for Epirus. So we'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. I mean, there's some massive kills here for Epirus, and I'm sure for Swaby as well. I mean, they got 293 kills with archers, 336 kills with slingers, 101 with the levies as well. It's pretty damn good. We've got the Etruscan hoplites here with 169 kills, 248 with the Italian swords. Samnite warriors here getting 194 kills, 280 kills with the Thoros spears, and then 471 kills with the Royal Peltas. Insane. Mago here with his this is Ultimate Legend, by the way, who sent this in. So thank you very much to him. Then we have Mago, who was playing as Swaby. 289 kills with the Swordmasters, 223 kills with the Cimbri Bowwomen, and then we've got 211 kills with the Bloodsworn, and then Club Levy 221. So yeah, well done to them. And then we've got Great Warrior playing as Bactria, 159 kills with the Elite Persian Archers. We've got swords on here, Thorax swords 121, 160, 187, so some decent kills there. Outlaw Barnes only getting 700 kills. Oh, and to be fair, actually, the next one is no better. But yeah, they brought some interesting builds. I don't know why he brought this light cav. Like, they're in a siege battle, end of the day. You don't need this much light cav. But 132 kills with the Galatian Royal Guard, 104 with Thorax, and that's the best one with the Thorax. And then we have Plaskavotis, I think is how you say his name. But yeah, he just spammed out the Hillman, as we know. I mean, the best one got like 33 kills. So yeah, it was just, I think, just for balancing reasons, just to kind of make it a bit more even for in the 3v2. But there you go, guys. That is today's Rome 2 battle. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.